What's going on, players? In this video, we are going to talk about our 1-3-1 defense versus a 3-2 offense, or our trips and twins offense. We haven't run into many teams trying to put a couple players in, although teams like JVA adjust and do put a couple players in the post, but they're not really running any sort of offense out of it. They're not running any structure from it. They're really looking for shots or quick passes to areas there. So let's talk about how our 1-3-1 rotates and covers teams that do play a 3-2 offense. Let's get started. Okay, so let's lock in this setup here. And I don't know, first action they may want to run is a trips action, let's just say. So we're in trips here, and we have to rotate. So our center is going to rotate to ball side. Our guard's going to be in a position where they can cover. They'll need to be high, so in a position where they're letting the ball handler come to the a side that they chose, and they're not letting the ball handler stay middle. Okay, so we'll rotate there. Our power forward or a weak side wing has to front anyone in the low post, so he's going to have responsibility here. Because there are two players in the post, this puts pressure on our defense, okay, because it's going to give them options and opportunities inside. And a lot of the times when teams do go to a 3-out, 2-in offense, if they're using bigger guys inside, usually I will put in or substitute in a taller player to play a wing. So you'll normally see me take out one of our wings and put in a taller wing on defense, so that we have rebounding, better rebounding in that position. So we'll lock this in, okay? And since the ball is over here, our eagle is obviously going to rotate to the post side, and so he can definitely squeeze up on a center here, because our center here has to be between the ball and the hoop. He's here, but his hands are up, so he's definitely taken away that pass, you know. And a lot of teams that, you know, just like us, we may pass here, and then now between ball and hoop, our center is going to front this post player. Okay, and it may look something like this. He stays in the low post, and he's fronting, so it may look like a sandwich right here. Okay, and our guard may come, and we got a funnel action right here. Okay, he may pass, and then he may like fade away over here. Okay, so it looks something like that. And do they have a pass to the post? They don't. And we've done it too. We've had to practice not doing this, but we can't just blindly throw that ball here. Sometimes what we want to do is we want to swing it down. And now from here, a swing action is the pass scheme that would be most wide open, especially if he's doing a good fighting job of sealing the center and fighting him away from getting front position here. And guys, when you're on the offensive, and when you're in our offense, guys like John, Joshua, Darius, Matt, if you're playing this center position for us, and you know that you can't get a pass here because they're fronting you, your job is to push this guy away from the hoop with your back and bum. So now that when we swing it down, it usually, with timing, let's get over that, because we know he's rotating out, that usually can give you that pass right here. So we swing it down, okay, and then they normally would have that pass right here. He'd be closing out, and that pass would be right open, wide open there for a 45 and a finish. Okay, so how do we defend against that? Okay, let's rewind this. Okay, so we'll go here. Ball will come back here. Okay. ball will come back here. Okay, so first off, we have to do a great job of staying in front of this pass. We got to work hard to get over top. We got to have our hand across the player's logo on their shirt. We have our arm and our hand literally across, denying that pass, putting our hand in that passing lane, and we're fighting. When ball moves, players move. So when that ball moves, so should our player to fight over top and maintain front position. Because we know that when ball goes corner, our eagle is rotating out. He's leaving. And if we don't get over top, we're doomed. So we have to fight and get over top. And even this guy's going to fight too if he's coached well to battle and seal you away. It's going to be a battle. And sometimes you may not succeed going over top. So you may need to switch directions and come underneath and give up that pass. But at least you have position now between man and hoop, and he doesn't have an easy layup. Okay, so it becomes a more of a physical game. And if this guy does his job, then that pass will not be open, and they'll have to look for something else. So maybe they swing it over here. Again, this is where when they put two players inside, our rotations have to be great. Right here, I'm only showing two rotations, and I didn't rotate a certain player. Which player did I not rotate? If you said it was our top, you're correct. Our top, when the ball goes down, our top must come down. Because what they're taking away is they're taking away the pass between the ball and maybe one of the most dangerous players, which is the middle guy. Okay, he's in a position where we don't want middle, so if ball goes middle, we're in a dangerous situation. So he's got to drop down and cover the passing lane here. Okay, he doesn't need to come up, but he's got to kind of cover this pass right here. Okay, does he need to guard the center? Well, maybe he can guard the center by being in a position where he's guarding the pass, and if there's a lob, he can read that lob and get the ball if there were a lob. Okay? So, but he's covering the pass there, and there we got good fronting position. So our top comes down, takes away that pass, and really they should only have the ability to go back here, or they may have to move this point guard to a position where he can get the pass safely. So now the ball goes back up here, and our center is now rotating hard. He's got to battle for front position. And our shooting guard has got to rotate back in. And now the ball is at middle? Not quite. But our guard's got to now force him with pressure to get into the box, to dribble in the box, because he's going to try to go middle. And let's see what happens next. So our center rotates here. We got passing lane here. We got front to pass here. Okay. And we're good. Rotations look good. Now let's say the guard does try to drive middle. And he's kind of going high with it. Okay. We have to rotate. And we're taking it away. We're playing good on-ball defense. Lock that in. And he's just going to dribble across, let's say. Okay, so we're playing good on-ball defense. And now maybe he's looking for twins action. So we now are rotating. Our center is moving with the ball. Our wing is going to crash down, and our eagle is going to come across, and our power forward is going to be, or our other wing is going to be in a position where they're taking away the wing pass, which is going to be right here. Okay, and our center is maintaining ball. So, does the wing need to rotate out there? No, because he's not defending anybody. The wing needs to rotate where there's a passing lane so that he's defending somebody. And lastly, our weak side forward or weak side wing, he can't come behind the center. He's got to get position. He's got to take away that pass, and he's got to front anyone that maintains that position, because they're in a 3-2 offense. We're always going to be fronting somebody when we're in a 3-2 offense. when we're versing a 32 or a 3-2 offense where there's 2 post players. Okay, so now he's dribbled out and he's in front. And twins action, now we teach this in twins. If they're fronting the ball, we're calling for a ball screen. Okay? And our defense now, I don't know where they want to go as far as offense. We'll just leave them here. But they now, by bringing the ball over here, they strategically have brought 4 players over there. And that's something that teams would recognize. We need to recognize that if we're playing against a team that is running a 1-3-1, we want to bring the ball to the twin side. Now, I haven't seen a team run a 1-3-1, so that's why we're always on the trip side. But I would bring the ball to the twin side, and then I would have, I would look for some sort of swing action right here to play a 3 versus 1 game. But let's talk about the twin side. So they're fronting the post player positionally, and the guard is playing good defense on the point guard. Maybe the guard sags back a little bit because he doesn't need to be that high because he's not going to shoot. So we would run fist because of the way the defense is playing us. So maybe the wing maybe he can get through the middle, or maybe he has to come over top. I don't know. We'll just make him go around, okay, to set a screen. So he's coming around, and he's going to set a screen on the point guard. Okay, he sets a good screen, and at the same time, the point guard is using the screen. Okay, and now when the point guard gets there, okay, the center's staying with the ball, and obviously we're gonna rotate here, okay, and our shooting guard's gonna be in position here, and as you can see, even if the point guard's a skilled dribbler, I mean, he can go outside, he can put a move on this power forward, doesn't matter. He can give him a crossover right here and zigzag his way in. He's still ultimately going to end up dealing with 3 versus 1 defensively with good fronting here. And now that the ball is rotated down here, and maybe he's now gotten to a position where he feels like, okay, I'm going to dribble across. Our point guard now knows that when the ball's gone and he's got screened, he's got to come and cover the circle. Okay, so he's got to come in here. So just out of a rotation habit, once that screen happens and they get beat, his job is now to rotate down and cover the free throw circle. So now it puts him naturally in a position where we're trapping the ball. Okay, and really his only option is to kick it out here, or maybe he throws a better pass to here. Maybe this guy shapes up and he's able to throw a better pass to here. Okay, and maybe this guy takes a shot, because at this point we're not going to be able to rotate fast enough, I don't think, to get to the ball on that pass if he shoots it. And even if he does, okay, and we're able to front, you know, and a good team on that where they run swing, they're going to get a 3-point shot out of that most of the time. And I'm absolutely happy to accept that type of shot at this age level, because I mean, right now we're only shooting out of 10, we're shooting like 1 for 10, I think, for 6 players. And I think when we run our wing down, I don't know, maybe out of 30 shots we maybe hit 6 out of 30. I don't know what percentage that is. That's 2 out of 10, 20%. So we'll have a lot of success with that. Shot goes up, rebound on the R, you know, wherever we're going, and we're good. All right, guys, that was a 1-3-1 versus a 3-2 on the twin side. On the trip side, it puts a lot more emphasis on them putting players in the middle. So as you notice, the more players they put in the middle, the harder it is for us to we have to play harder. We have to play harder. We have to learn how to front harder and use our back and butt to move guys as a defensive player and deny passes, and it's just a lot more work. But we're good enough to do that. We definitely are a lot stronger now with all the exercises we've done and the running we've done. We're in better condition than most of the teams we play against. So far, we're better conditioned than every team we play against. We're stronger than every team. We're faster than every team. Now you guys just have to go out there and actually use your strength against those teams and your speed. I've only seen glimpses of players use their speed. Some players use it all the time. They know they're faster, so they're getting back on defense faster. And usually in about 3.5 seconds, players are in their position and up. We'll transition these guys. Let's go on a rebound. So ball goes up, and I don't know, our shooting guard rebounds it. Boom. We recognize that. Now, who's gone? Well, we need a guard to get outlet. So we get outlet here, and then we need the next guy to get headman while they're getting back on defense. Okay, so that looks like that. And then we'll make that pass go out right there. We'll lock that in for now. Now let's move these guys back on defense. I don't know where they're going to get. He's going to get to about here. He's fast. He's slow. Our guys are faster. The ball is moving. And our small forward, Carrington, he's pretty fast. Our pass, our shooting guard, our twos are the fastest on the team. So if Carr got that far, we're going to have him come right down the middle. Boom. We're going to have him come right there. So he's fast on that swing. Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be right behind the ball. Okay. Now defensively, we have that. We would probably look for him to come across, him to come to the ball, him to deny here, him to come here. We're always running to set up, right? So we're always running to set up. Small forward right there. That's usually where we're running to set up our position. And, you know, whatever. He gets it here. And we have 45. A lot of the times we always have 45. If our 4 and 5s are feeling it that day and they're running, if they get their position, if they get their spot on the court, whether it's the 4 or the 5 that get there in 3.5 seconds, we're usually able to score quickly. I've seen it open at least 8 times a game, which can be 16 points for any given player to get our 45 spot in transition offense in our fast break. Boom, there it is. I don't know where the defense is. Doesn't really matter. We're too fast. Layup. Let's see how this looks. All right. So versus a 3-2 offense. They're running trips. We're taking away the pass. We're physically stronger. But if we're not, if they beat us up, it opens up easy scoring opportunities for them just like that. We have to front them. We have to take it away. Now that's not going to be there. So they'll go to the guard, and the guard will try to fight over top, and that's fine. We can let them, but we can't let them stay in the middle. Okay? And now they're trying to run twins, and there's a pick and roll, but they're really just driving into our trap. And if our top rotates down, you know, it leaves them with tough shots. It leaves them with perimeter shots, and a lot of times they're going to miss 8 out of 10 times. And we're outlet. Nice slow outlet. And they're get back. Too slow. We're moving that ball to our head man. Get back. And we're filling trips. So everyone's filling, and by filling, we're just filling. We end up being in our open spots with great passes. And there's our 45. And nice finish.